Okay, as I said, what must be done, what is denied to humans or saints or God himself, the angels can do. And then I thought further. This thought was perhaps prefigured earlier when we sat outside in the twilight air before coming in our tour, on benches in the courtyard waiting for our tour to commence. I suppose I was contemplating the nature of prayer, or how I had prayed all along the way here on this makeshift pilgrimage, praying for my mother, for health, for time enough for another chance to find family love and strength. I prayed despite not believing in God, or as I say, I know I don't believe because there is no way to know. Having been raised Catholic and in the psychological condition of theistic belief, it of course becomes inbred, this notion that there is someone listening to your thoughts, that you direct to them. An almighty creator with power over life and death and heaven and hell is beyond anything I could claim to know, and so I respectfully decline to sign on. I pray instead for my mother, then, not out of some belief of my own, but of her belief. It is not a union with a God for me, of some God who's absent, but my mother's faith that I unify with when I reenact the prayer ritual. I pray to her belief, address it to God that she has faith in. So it is that I am a faithless man here, but then again, I am of that type, a spiritual person without faith. I flatter myself to join the likes of many great men who have trod that same path. I'm sure we all share at least this, the confusion and guilt over fidelity to one's mind, over the beliefs pushed on you by society, be they religious or intellectual or political. Just another form of suffering to think for yourself and to be told too that you are doomed. This is what I thought then of angels, how they exist to carry out God's works, yet they are anonymous agents of every imaginable act. Life, death, plagues, warnings, messages, slaying devils and dragons. Who else could do that? A pillow soft, pure soul? Somebody has to do the dirty work for God, so the angels do it. God is the CEO, only ever looking good. In the background, an army of angels keep the ball rolling. I see myself in some mold as this. I sacrifice some version of myself to achieve what I really am. I have some strength to do or think things that can be thought or done. The meek shall inherit the earth, but minute by minute the able-bodied turn the earth to some life-saving purpose. Who else will employ and provide for the teeming masses of the faithful other than some dread gray angel of a businessman, himself suspended between heaven and hell, doing some awful business that must get done? Navel gazers stare at the ground and grovel before God in the promise of salvation, but here they do nothing interesting on earth. Only the interesting can break the monotony. 90 years is a long life, but a short time in eternity. But these dread angels of business or of art or of the intellect, they are the hospice workers of humanity. Somebody has to make life worth living. The strong, and really only the strong, can make life here and now relevant. God provides for eternal salvation. That's the headline in bold type. On the back page are all the reasons why life on earth is even worth living, as long as we're in it. God doesn't do that. He doesn't do that part. The angels do, in whatever form they take. Is it too much to suppose that I fly, too, like Giada's angels, bringing faith, bringing forth something suppressed otherwise?